60 SMMEs were selected to pitch virtually from 9 African countries to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel. 60 who were hoping to be one of the final 11. And now, here they are, the final 11. On the previous episode of the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator,
health is a fundamental human right. Everybody needs access to health.
Zuri Health, a health tech startup from Kenya, is using tech to ensure everybody has access to healthcare. And Tendo, an e-commerce innovation for entrepreneur creation from Ghana.
The platform that enables anyone in Africa to start an online business with zero capital.
Coming up on Africa Accelerator. Crop to Cash, a startup that blends fintech and agritech, and the identity verification framework Dojah Inc. One of the key sectors of the Nigerian economy is agriculture. This market accounted for 35% of all jobs in 2020, making it a primary source of income for the majority of Nigerians. But it comes with inadequate agricultural and food production challenges, forcing Nigeria to depend on imported agriculture with $10 billion from Europe, Asia, USA, South America, and South Africa. But agritech businesses are now experiencing a boom in Nigeria as they are addressing the problems smallholder farmers are confronted with by enhancing their livelihoods through easier access to assets, markets, loans, and inputs. This rise in agritech investments is being driven by a force of vibrant sub-Saharan African agritech businesses with cutting-edge digital solutions. In 2020, agritech startups across Africa raised $59.990 million. Business is booming for agritech SMMEs like Crop to Cash. Michael was one of the 60 SMMEs from across 9 African countries selected to pitch virtually to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel. He was keen to reach the 29 who would pitch to a panel of judges in Johannesburg. But first, he'd need to pass the virtual test.
Let me first introduce your business. So Crop to Cash, an agri-tech company that is built on an operating system for agricultural lending that makes it possible for farmers to pay and get paid.
My name is Michael Ogundari, and I'm the CEO of Crop to Cash. We realized that there was a problem around payments in agriculture. We started off with a pilot with a commercial bank partner in 2020, did a pilot from 2020 to 2021. At that point in time, we already had a team of about 10 people.
For a lot of the smaller farmers, this is what a typical bank account looks like for them. They save their money, in savings group, or they purchase livestock to actually save their income.
Great presentation, and I'll bring in the panelists to ask some questions.
What is the headroom you have in terms of onboarding?
In Nigeria today alone, we've got more farmers than the entire population of Canada. Like if you give a cutlass to every single person in Canada today, we would still have more farmers than they do. So that's almost 40 million farmers. Across all of Africa, that's more than 500 million smallholder farmers. So it means that, within Nigeria alone, we could keep growing for as many years as possible.
Agritech is the marriage between agriculture and technology, using digital tech to solve and ease problems for small farmers dealing with something as raw as agriculture.
By the middle of 2021, we went public with it, and in the first month, we only had 6 farmers signing up. It was almost discouraging. The second month, we had 10 farmers signing up, but then we started seeing the momentum building. By the end of 2021, we had 11,000 farmers. By the middle of 2022, we had 80,000 farmers, and today we have 400,000 farmers.
At 27, Michael is one of the youngest SMMEs in the program, yet his achievements of helping close to 500,000 people is nothing short of miraculous for someone so young.
There's so many other, fintechs trying to address financial inclusion? What is your unique differentiator here?
So, at least within Nigeria today, when some fintechs talk about financial inclusion, they're talking about financial inclusion in urban cities like Lagos, Ibadan, Abuja. The real financial inclusion is in rural communities where the smaller farmers are. So for us at Crop to Cash, what we've been able to do is to digitize the actual transactions, the things that this community is spent on. And since they're mostly agricultural communities, what they spend on are they spend their money on agricultural product, and we've been able to digitize their access to the entire value chain.
What sets Crop to Cash apart is that they are building a bridge between local Nigerian farmers and the entire value culture chain.
But what we've been able to do is to make sure that we can put a digital technology on the mobile phone of every single farmer. And then from there, every person, every actor in the value chain of agriculture can be connected to these farmers, and the farmers at the same time can get connected to them. So we essentially serve as a bridge, with payments being the background of it all.
Having been selected for the 29 due to fly to Johannesburg to pitch to the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator panel of judges, Michael is aware that the program is an opportunity for upscaling and upskilling, keys to his dreams of expansion.
Well, it's the start of an interesting week, and I think it's going to be very, very good. It should be fun. Lots of new people to meet, and yeah, lots of new lessons to learn. Being part of the MultiChoice Accelerator program is, we think, something that would really help us on this journey of growth that we're on right now. We need two critical things, of course, capital and essentially the right sort of partnerships. And being on this accelerator makes it possible for us to be seen on the type of stage or the type of level where the right sort of partnerships that can take us even beyond where we are right now in Nigeria to potentially other African countries to solve the same problems there. But one interesting thing that I've seen is that if you're an impact startup, impact for profit, the amount of due diligence you'd go through to get that 100K from that impact investor is enough to actually get you that 1, 2, 3 million from an actual venture capital. So trying to find that, or trying to connect the venture capital side to the impact side, because for someone like you, you're probably ready for that amount of capital, but on the impact side, you just can't seem to find the right partner. And of course, get access to the right capital to make sure that we can scale efficiently, effectively, and to just, make this dream happen.
As an African-grown company, MultiChoice has the reach and the caliber of personnel to mentor and help any African SMME, something that Michael feels is reason alone to sign up for the program.
I'd really encourage other startups, especially in Africa, to be a part of the accelerator. The reach that you could potentially get from this is just mind-boggling. I mean, getting to have the right sort of eyeballs on the product and your solution is important. So yeah, I'd really encourage anyone that is thinking of getting into the accelerator next time for the next cohort to get it done. The impact of our work is almost something that you can't quantify. Making it easy for smaller farmers to access digital financial services. We see the waterfall effect, making it easier for them to make payments for school fees, to access better healthcare, but generally to live better lives within their communities.
After the break, identity verification framework Dojah Inc. wows the MultiChoice Africa Accelerator with their end-to-end digital identity verification solution, the brainchild of a natural-born problem solver, Toby Olalade.